Welcome to Discover Daily by Perplexity, an AI-generated show on tech, science, and culture. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sienna. Today we're exploring how gravity might work differently than we thought, according to new data from the James Webb Space Telescope. But first, let's look at what's happening in strategic waters off Norway, and the latest on a tech millionaire's quest to halt aging.
A US Navy nuclear-powered submarine had an unexpected encounter with Norwegian fishermen last week. On November 11th, a Virginia-class submarine's propeller caught the nets of a small fishing vessel near Tromsø, dragging the vessel for about 2 nautical miles. The 22-year-old Captain Harold Engen and his crew were targeting halibut when they snagged something much bigger, a 7,800-ton nuclear-powered submarine. This particular submarine was a 115-meter-long vessel operating in the waters off Norway's coast. The Norwegian Coast Guard had to intervene to cut the submarine free from the fishing gear. The submarine's presence was part of NATO's ongoing surveillance operations in the high north, monitoring Russian naval activities in these strategically vital waters. These patrols have become increasingly common as NATO responds to Russia's expanded Arctic military presence, which includes new bases and weapons testing. The incident highlights the complex reality of shared maritime spaces in the high north. One tragic historical example occurred in 1990 when the British trawler Antares sank after becoming entangled with a Royal Navy submarine, resulting in the loss of 4 crew members. Fortunately, in this case, no injuries were reported, and the US Navy has confirmed there's a claims process to reimburse the fishermen for their damaged equipment. Speaking of pushing boundaries, Bryan Johnson's extreme anti-aging experiment hit a snag recently with his, quote, Project Babyface treatment. Johnson made headlines after selling his payment processing company Braintree to PayPal for $800 million in 2013 and later founding the neural interface company Kernel. Now, he spends a reported $2 million annually on longevity interventions. The tech millionaire experienced a severe allergic reaction after injecting donor fat into his face. The procedure, meant to counter the gaunt appearance from his strict diet, left his face so swollen he could barely see for 7 days. Johnson is pursuing what he calls Project Blueprint, an ambitious attempt to reduce his biological age to that of an 18-year-old. According to reports, his daily routine includes 111 supplement pills, a precise calorie-restricted vegan diet, and experimental treatments like plasma exchange and gene therapy. While he claims his aging rate is now slower than 99% of 20-year-olds, the medical establishment remains deeply skeptical. Several prominent scientists from the Academy for Health and Lifespan Research have expressed concerns about his methods, noting that his appearance suggests potentially dangerous levels of body fat reduction. Others warn about the unknown risks of combining multiple experimental treatments without proper clinical validation.
Now to our deep dive of the day. The James Webb Space Telescope is challenging our understanding of how gravity works. Recent observations show unexpectedly large and bright galaxies in the early universe, and these findings don't align with our current dark matter theory of galaxy formation. The telescope spotted fully formed, massive galaxies much earlier in cosmic history than our standard model predicts. This has caught the attention of physicists who support an alternative theory called modified Newtonian dynamics, or MOND, which suggests Newton's laws of gravity need adjusting when we look at very low accelerations. Think about it this way. Our current model says dark matter acts like invisible scaffolding, slowly gathering normal matter to build galaxies over time. But Webb is showing us galaxies that look mature and structured way too early for that explanation to work. This debate gets at something fundamental about how we understand the universe. Dark matter theory has been the dominant explanation for decades, helping us make sense of everything from galaxy rotation to cosmic structure. But MON's supporters argue we might not need dark matter at all. We just need to update our gravity equations. The telescope's findings are particularly intriguing because they match what MON predicted better than the standard dark matter model. But many physicists remain cautious about abandoning dark matter theory, which has successfully explained many other cosmic phenomena. Looking ahead, we'll see if more Webb observations of early galaxies challenge our basic assumptions about gravity and the evolution of the universe.
That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe on your favorite platform. For more info on anything we covered today, check out the links in our episode description. And don't forget, you can now access Perplexity's AI-powered knowledge base on the go with the mobile app, available for both Android and iOS. We also just released the Perplexity desktop app for Mac OS. In other Perplexity news, the company recently announced its Select Channel Partner Program for Enterprise Pro users, partnering with major firms including FactSet, Crunchbase, Cruise, Stripe, Opal, and Intelios. Since launching Enterprise Pro in April, over 1,500 organizations have adopted Perplexity's services, ranging from schools and nonprofits to investment firms and professional sports teams. The platform will soon integrate proprietary data from FactSet and Crunchbase directly into search results for Enterprise Pro subscribers. The service is also now available through the AWS Marketplace as part of their partner network. We'll be back with more stories that matter. Until then, stay curious.